Hello YouTubers and patrons on YouTube and Patreon or wherever you may be watching this. I'm Kevin Branson, also known as DJ Kev, also known as Mr. Branson. I am a musician, producer, and music educator, and I try and provide music on this page and also resources for music as well as music education. I've got something that I'm very excited to unbox today. It's right here. It is the Neewer stainless steel heavy duty C-stand and the Glide Gear OH75 overhead camera pole mount system. So before I get to the unboxing, let me tell you a little bit about why I made this purchase. So, as most teachers have been, I've been doing a lot more online recently for obvious reasons, a lot more online lessons because of COVID and everything. Virtual teaching it's really great right now. I mean, it's kind of what we have to do. It's also something I've always kind of been meaning to get better at. Online lessons have always been a thing that teachers do. It's just one of those things that I was never really sure if I wanted to kind of wade into those waters, but as with many things this past 2020, I got thrown into the waters just like a lot of everybody else, and I had to figure out how to swim. My students have been awesome. They've been super flexible with the new online format, which I'm still working on perfecting. But one thing that we haven't had is a view of the piano. I've been doing lessons without my students able to look at the piano, but that's going to change now because I've got this system here that is going to help me get an overhead camera, and this video is all about that project. So let's start with, which one is this? This is the overhead camera pole mount system. So let's unbox this first. Okay. So as I understand it, this is going to be what actually goes overhead, not like the tripod legs, which are in the other box. So let's take a look here. Alright, cool. So, got this bit right here. This, which you're going to allow the camera to slide around. Got all of these. This is the part that hangs, I imagine. I'll let you know when I start looking at the instructions. And, oh, we got some poles in here. Cat Rainies has decided to join me. Say hello, Rainies. She's probably very thrilled about these boxes. I'll be sure to tilt the camera down to her if she decides to get in one. She's sniffing one of them right now. I don't think she's gonna... Oh, no, she's trying to get inside. Of course she is. Oh, to be a cat. Alright, so let's get right into it. Let's open up the tripods, or the C-stands, I guess they're called. I don't, this is more of a video thing. Anyone out there that does video more than music or audio, you let me know. I guess these are used for a lot of things, actually. They're used for mounting like lights, like flashes, for if you do photography and stuff like that. So, ooh, the big old heavy box. And no wonder it's so heavy, because I'm looking inside now, and yeah, these are definitely some steel rods, like solid steel in here, so oh boy, I guess I don't have to worry about anything falling. Okay, yep, you can see right here. I mean, it's in bubble wrap, but you can see it's got these levers here for adjusting, which obviously completely necessary. Cats are all up in my business now. Trying to be real careful because I don't want to drop any solid steel on them because they are very small. And pole arm numero dos. Okay, unboxing complete. Now let's see if we can put this thing together. Okay, this is kind of the finished setup. So far, so good. I say kind of because I got this one screw that wants to stick out. I could not find a way to make all four of them go in. You guys see I put this one in from the other end. I thought this was supposed to be kind of an opposite thing too, but it really does not seem to be going in. So, honestly, I'm probably not even going to bother fixing that. I mean, it looks fine. It looks like it's going to do what I need it to do. So we're on to the next step. Hello, everybody. So the time is now 10:38 on a Saturday. That means that anywhere I could potentially buy a little webcam, Target, Best Buy, all those places, they are now closed. So this is now a 2-day project, which means that tomorrow I got to go out, get some kind of webcam. I'm hoping to go pretty cheap, you know, as long as it fits under that little screw on my pole mount system. I'm good to go. Just something to help the kids see the piano keys. Yeah, maybe something like 50, 60 bucks. I don't know if webcams are compatible and they have that little thingy I need, but if they do, I'll be in good shape. If not, I guess it's an excuse to buy a more expensive camera, which doesn't suck. So anyway, I am going to handle that tomorrow. So good night. Let's go. Hello. It is 5:03 Sunday, January 3rd, and I have been on the hunt for a webcam all day. It's been an episode. It's been a whole day thing. I'm guessing there's probably a shortage of webcams right now because of the pandemic. I think more people are getting into streaming and stuff. That's my theory anyway. So, I got a webcam at the first store I went to, and it actually turned out, I unboxed it and everything, did an unboxing video, but I deleted it because it turns out that the specs were not right for my laptop. So, learning moment for me right there. I you got to get a webcam that works for your laptop. So that's a lesson I'm not likely to forget. I went to 4 more stores, funny story, and I actually could have just gone back to the first one because they had this same webcam that I ended up buying, but I bought it at the 5th store instead. And that was, and good thing too, because that was the last one for me. If I hadn't found it there, I was just gonna order it on Amazon or something. So let's go ahead and look at the camera that I went with. It is the J5 Create 360 all-around webcam. I'm gonna explore those 360 features at some point. Maybe, probably not with piano. I can't really see myself using that, but it's kind of a cool thing to have. Let's see. Looks like the resolution is 1080p. Honestly, I don't even need that much. I think students just need to be able to see the piano keys. That's all. But perhaps it's for the best. I mean, 1080p seems like is kind of the standard for videos these days. So yeah, if you're seeing this, that means that this worked. And I was actually able to get it on. Now I did check, of course, too, that this one has it can screw onto that thing on the base there. So we're good as far as that goes. So let's go ahead and unbox this here. Yeah, it was the price was $140. I'm sure it probably could have gone cheaper if I had gotten something like on Amazon, for example. But, you know, I did have very specific things I wanted. It needed to work with my computer, number one, and it needed to have that tripod mount, which maybe all webcams don't have. I don't know. You can tell me in the comments if you know anything about that. You can also tell me if you were able to make a setup like this work with a cheaper camera. I'm sure it can be done, and I'm sure that those out there that are balling on a budget would love to know how to do that. So here we go, unbox, and out comes, oh, there's the little, I think they call it a privacy cover, so the government can't spy on you. Okay, and let's see, the last one had a nice long cord, and this one looks like it does too, which is great, because as you know, it has to reach from the top up there all the way down to the laptop. So everything looks good. Let's go see if I can screw it on. And big success, it screws on. Wonderful. And I also love, this is something the last one didn't have either, I also love that it kind of sticks out like this. It works really nicely because, as you know, the keys are about here on the piano, so it's nice to have a webcam that sticks out a little bit more. I'm thinking, I don't want to jinx it, but I'm thinking this is a good one. So now is the real test. We'll go see if it works with my computer. Because that was a problem with the last one. Ladies and gentlemen, those shiny lights you are seeing mean that we have done it. And I did try this guy in Zoom earlier. Looks really cool, but don't take my word for it. Let's go ahead and see what it actually looks like when we're in Zoom. Create is got a couple of interesting different settings on it. So I can press mode up on the webcam, and oh, as you can see, shot goes just a little bit wider. Oh, that one's cool. That one I might actually use, depending on the situation. And then this one's probably a little trippy right now. Let me turn the camera out. This one, it's got this, apparently these two different side angles. So this is not something I would use for piano teaching. But if you were to mount it, say, on a tripod, then you could get different views from this thing. Okay, and let's see what else. We've got kind of a wide view Again, probably wouldn't use this one, but this is cool if you have a lot of people you want to try and fit in. Let's look at the other views. Oh, we got a split view. How cool is that? Got one, again, probably wouldn't use this, but it's good to know that it's there. At least for teaching anyway. When I'm on Zoom calls, all bets are off. All right, and then multiple views of my apartment. And then I think this one is the one, yeah, we're finally gonna make it back to, there's my face. And the main event, the piano. So very cool. So now I'm gonna go ahead and switch the mic input to the mics that are right here on the J5 Create. So you guys can see those too. So this is the mic, this is what the mic on the J5 Create sounds like. Now I'm gonna go ahead and turn on my amp. And of course, I'm going to turn on the keyboard itself. I apologize because the light is not great. All right, and I'm just gonna go ahead and as soon as it fires up here, I'm gonna go ahead and play for you guys a little bit so that you can hear what this microphone sounds like. This is not something that would actually concern me. I was not at all worried about the microphone on the camera because I actually have an audio interface that I plug this guy into, and that's where the audio for my lessons comes in. So that I would not worry about the microphone on here. But if you're checking this out, you're thinking about buying this, this is what it sounds like. Very cool. Really hope you guys enjoyed this video. This has been a really fun project for me to take on. And about that bit at the end, remember that you don't have to have all of this stuff. You don't have to have a microphone. You don't have to have an audio interface. You don't have to have most of this stuff. If you've got a keyboard, if you've got a computer with some kind of webcam and some kind of microphone, then just get yourself out there. Just start teaching lessons. You don't need all of this stuff. I think this is more of just a video for those who want to kind of take their teaching up a notch and maybe add a couple things. These are some things that you can add. So I hope that this gave some of you teachers out there some ideas. If you guys liked this video, you want to see more of my content, be sure to like my page on Facebook. Be sure to go to my website, kevinbranson.com. Be sure to find my Patreon as well. Patreon.com/SaxSingerSongwriter. That would be great. I'm trying to put out more and more content, and that really helps me get it done so that I can give you guys more music, more production stuff, and more resources for teachers like this one. Anyway, hope you guys have a great night. Oh, and like and subscribe. Hit the like button, subscribe, and I'll try and get you guys more stuff like this. Have a great night.